The topic is PE, ejaculation, premature ejaculation. And of course, Dr. Chancellor is giving us some information in reference to the prevalence of this problem. And he's also going to talk about some of the areas of treatment in reference to it. And of course, Dr. Chancellor, let's pick up where we left off during that second segment and have you to give us some additional information in reference to the things that we've talked about.
Well, Dr. Haney, sexual problem affects both partner in the bedroom. So the two most common for men, one is erectile dysfunction, or ED, can't get an erection. It affects maybe 15 to 20% of men. But as we all know, it's more common as we get older. But the second condition, which people is really embarrassed to talk about, is premature ejaculation, or can't lasting long enough, so the man and his partner can't enjoy the sexual intimacy together. That's actually more common. Maybe a third or more of the men says they really don't last long enough to make himself and his partner happy. And this condition affects men equally across the ages. You know, I could see the young men being very nervous in a relationship when they just got married, and they feel terrible because they feel like they can't satisfy their wife or their partner.
And so that's and that can be a real problem. And of course, now, about the age, I think you've indicated the age in which people might be impacted by this. Do you find that it's more prevalent among younger men, or does it change over the years or whatever?
And that's what got really interested in the science part. Clearly, erectile dysfunction is an older man problem when he has diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease. But premature ejaculation, there's got to be something physiologic wrong, because men that just complaints of it, it's always said, I've always had it when I was 18, 25, and I still have it when I'm 45, 55. So there's almost like a reflex or control is set wrong, and no matter what they do, they have difficulty without that reflex kicking in too soon.
And so are you saying that it might be simply a mind thing, a mental kind of thing that we might be impacted by?
It will definitely affect them mentally, because sex takes two, and if the ejaculation time is too short, it will make him feel terrible with self-confidence, and then more importantly, he feel like he can't satisfy his wife, his partner. But I think the fact they've almost always said, I've always come too quickly, makes me think that there's a physiologic reflex that isn't quite right. And these guys just have a problem with that reflex coming too soon.
Well, you know, I saw in some of the factual information that we had in reference to this that you can identify what you might consider some causes for this. What would you consider to be some of the causes for this problem?
Well, some of it is like mental. They're stressful relationship, and it'll affect them in the bedroom. We know that for men that can't achieve an erection or get it. But I think the real thing is that up until now, there's been no effective treatment. But men, when they say if they take an antidepressant, a serotonin reuptake inhibitor, one of the side effects is they can't ejaculate, and ejaculation connects the dot that the ejaculation is a reflex in the brain, and neurotransmitters can control that. So if you supplement it, you can delay that reflex.
And so that would be what you might describe as a method toward